Alright, we're back. Going to go ahead and talk to Alphanaud here and see what's going on. Ooh, wind up Sid. Been a while since we got a minion. Last one we got was Alphanaud here. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Veni-Veni's lands from being consumed and ensuing. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let's go and inform Chief Sano of our victory. Soon the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides.
Wait, something is amiss. Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once! And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken. Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Door. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. 'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizla. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Never my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald, Verosos Galvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the Legatus, of whom the Centaurian spoke. Ah, forgive me, this is neither the time nor place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have found foul premium forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sanu of all that has occurred, but once I have, I'll rejoin you at the airship. Alright, let's go ahead and fly over there. Or... there we go. Found a new location, apparently. Yeah. Thank the 12 you're alive, Naren. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you in Alphanod. When the Seven Hills happened out there. First the Archbishop turns up with his Essien in tow, and now the goddamn Emperor pays us a visit. What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who's next, the Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? No one so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bishmarck's demise. Chief Zano sends his warmest regards, Naren. There was much talk of westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It seemed the Zundu was taken entirely unawares, and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they had no more to fear from the Empire for the present at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on extermination, Oak Zundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Az-La. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? Well, I'm not gaining much experience at all here, which is kind of strange. Anyways, we got a new minion, so let's go ahead and bring it out. Oh right, that's in my inventory first. Always forget, silly me. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Az-La lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizlar should be.
Hold on, everyone! Look! I think that's it! Chief, is that Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Well, we were close, but it looks like we still have something to figure out here. Heck, we barely finished repairing the damage occurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the venue called it a key. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think he is not, the venue's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azla. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, then we must discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Alrighty. Yeah, it must be at the Foundation, okay. According to the ether traveling thing I have, there's still 2 more areas left to explore, which is interesting because it seems like we're getting towards the end of the expansion here.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Alagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Alrighty. Let's go find Tataru. There she is. For once we don't have to search for her. Welcome back, Narn. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So you finally arrived at Asla, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Narn. We'll get to Asla yet. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back normal in Udal, I asked Marshal Tarapin to have this tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Mephilia, Thancred, and Nistola, was it not? Did I ask her what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery, that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once, Tataru. Let Yaranje know to join us in Udal. He'll wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Alright. Now we're heading back to Udal for that side of the story. Oh, I could have teleported home, but whatever. Alrighty. We're grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarapin. You saved our grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive me for my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the minimal concerns corporation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal graves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphinaud. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. He stole his wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Tis I do surmise, judging by the aether imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it has surely been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream, flow. The spell enableth the reduction of the corporal form into a constitute ether, that the caster may enter the lifestream and write out turns thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it required not a lengthy incantation, that you still should choose to employ such a spell, but seek out the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that be so simple? No, the scholars of Shilarian forbade the use of the spell, and with good reason. Caster hath but limited control over his course. Whoever mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge. What? No, no, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends, for there's yet hope. 'Tis like that Ystola's passions had left traces in the lifestream. Can we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Silith investigation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Ystola's safe return. Alright. Now it's time to head to the spot where we went to before. Central Thanalan apparently is where we're heading. I want to say it's right around here by Udal. But I'll have to check outside once we get out there. Yeah, it's a little bit ways off, though not that very far. Are we able to get through this way? I'm not quite sure. Ah, yep, we can. Evidence of the Ystola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Off in the distance, on top of the mountain, what's going on? Tree Leah to the north and east. Onto the bosom of the Twelves Wood. Are you certain? Aye, there's no mistake. Thither hath Ystola journeyed. Yet the Gordanians report no sightings. We must take it to mean that she's still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the lifestream is more akin to the raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and either that formed one soul shall surely be scattered, near to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Yarn J, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Narn, Tataru, we three shall press on to Grandania and petition the Elder Seed Sword's aid. Alright. All these blue quests, ooh. Maybe I should do some of these at some point. If I remember correctly, I always have to go to the farthest one, and I'll be like basically right there. Say that the elementals perceive the livestream. If, as we suspect, Ystala is still adrift in its mist, then we may be able to find her, but if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs to do through their chosen, the Paja. It is imperative that we speak of Kani Sena without delay. I've already requested an audience with the Elder Seeds here. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the conjurer yonder to be admitted. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see, as you say, we must needs act swiftly for her to free Ystala from the ungentle pull of the livestream. As you have summarized, we cannot do this unaided, however.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Ystala, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Ystala. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Ystala has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
That is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Alrighty. If memory serves, she stole a sister's name, Mitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of Saint Kernat. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's go look for her there. Alright, sounds like a plan. Apparently it's somewhere around here. Yeah, yes, okay, off that way. Looks almost like a straight shot. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Yamita, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Alphanod Levanor, and this is Tataru Taru. So you're my sister's comrades in the Science of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard about your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Stola. But all my efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things. That should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. Hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for the Everskate at once.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now! A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Alright, well, she's either gonna wake up or she's in a coma. Oh, Yustolia. Just seeing her face again, it's... Oh, I've been so worried. Yustolia is resting within an inn room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. Conjurers say she's in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Yustolia to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she'd be one day returned to us. It's one for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to repeat them for me? One is from the Leather Workers Guild, and another is from the Conjurers Guild. Speak of Mistress Gova and Brother Yan, and they ought to take care of you. I'm not sure if that's... Okay, yeah, Old Grandana. Don't know what the Leathers Guild here is. I believe the Conjurers Guild is, though. Where am I going? Alright, I went out a little bit too far here, but it looks like both of them are in fact here. Looks like the closer one's up top here. Could have took the Etherite shards now that I think about it, but didn't think about it. I'm not used to using them in these 3 main cities. I use them all the time in Ishgard, though. Listen, I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak with Randall. I'm here to retrieve an order for Mistress Tataru, you say. You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. There's no small coup working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by Kamika Hyde anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse. It seems she had neither. Still all the way down here. Huh. Wait, what the heck? Where am I? Okay, it's all the way down this way. Okay. I know where they all go this far, so... Usually I just reach the entrance to here to teleport over to where Connie Senna is, so... You've come to Steelguide Fane, the home of Conjurer's Guild. How may I assist you? Ah, yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it's been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I don't know what she intends for the staff, but it's the most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. Alright. Yeah, I think I have to go back, right? Yeah, I do. Right down here. Oh, you're back. You have the items, I hope. Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, you give us a master among masters. The staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Nard. I can't wait to see what Ystola thinks of the surprise. Lest she wonders, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her own sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we?
Ystola! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me.
I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You are the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Allagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.